Trey Lance just may not be good. What's good, y'all? This your boy Woke, back with another video today. I know we just watched it. We all just seen the 49ers game versus the the Las Vegas Raiders in preseason. This was the most anticipated preseason game I probably have watched in forever, because we saw Trey Lance and Sam Darnold compete for the QB2 job versus the Raiders. But before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe. It's time to have a little coming to Jesus moment, Trey stands and 49er fans. It's time to be brutally honest. Trey Lance just may not be good. The sooner you all realize this, the sooner everything will make more sense. Why Kyle ran him like he did last year. Why they re-signed Jimmy last year. And so many more things. So just speaking about the game from what I saw, if you haven't watched, I did a pre-draft video before the 49ers drafted Trey Lance, and I gave all my thoughts about what I thought of him as a prospect. When I say everything I have said has come to pass, literally everything has come to pass, down to the injuries, the inaccuracies, his athleticism not transferring over well, and his overall lack of feel for the game. And sadly, in going into year 3 now, he still seems to have the same exact deficiencies that I saw pre-draft. To start it off, he came out getting sacked twice on the first drive. Of course, you'll say it's not all his fault, but guess what? QBs have a great way of controlling the sacks that happen to them. And guess what? Trey Lance was holding onto the ball. He had outlet passes, he had checkdowns. He wasn't getting it to him, and he wasn't hitting them. Simply put, Trey Lance looked like a deer in headlights at times. He dropped back, see the read, pump fake, and stay on it. And by the time he tried to get off of it or try to make a movement, the defense was already there. Again, we know this wasn't the best O-line, but guess what? It's year 3, man. The excuses have to stop. Justin Fields hasn't had a good O-line. Burrow has never had a good O-line. Like, either you gonna do it or you're not, man. If you need perfect conditions to show that you're good, man, you're not good. That's just what it is. So he's holding the ball long. He's missing checkdowns. He's missing reads. He's staying on one read too long. And he just looks skittish. He looks uncomfortable in the pocket. My pre-draft analysis said when he drops back, he doesn't have a good feel for the rush. He doesn't have a good feel in the pocket. Like his instincts of playing the quarterback position, you don't feel calmness. You don't sense calmness from Trey Lance. You don't get that from him. You don't sense a peace, a rhythm in the offense when he's back there under center. He gets back there and he's just like antsy, just like pumping in, like, and then defense, and then it's, bro, the game is still too fast for Trey Lance right now. I know other guys from 1AA and lower have made it, man, but Trey Lance, it doesn't look like he'll be one of them. Be honest with yourself, y'all. The dude doesn't look good. So that's the first 2 drives. That's the first drive pretty much. So then he comes out, another drive. Second drive, I want to say. Comes out, air mails a throw. Tries to evade the rush, air mails another throw. Inaccurate. And the thing with all this pressure, right? Not only is he missing the reads, staying on the reads too long, hesitant to throw, being inaccurate, acting skittish. He's also showing a lack of athleticism. All the fans now see Trey Lance was not nearly as athletic as he was billed to be. I've seen fans after the freaking game say, man, looks like the dude is running in cement. He doesn't look fast. He doesn't look quick or explosive. It's sad to say, but this is what you get making on a 1AA guy and comparing him running over those guys at that level, being fast, to the NFL. He doesn't have the feel, the instincts, the quickness. He doesn't have it, man. You can't get that. No amount of fixing it, nothing. You can't get it. So not only is he struggling as a passer, he now can't even rely on athleticism because he doesn't have it. He's hesitant when he runs. He's hesitant when he makes movements. He's indecisive. That only makes you play slower. Even if he's faster, he's playing slower because he's indecisive. I mean, that was the first 3 drives, and then the 4th drive, he comes out. Kyle Shanahan starts running a lot more Shanahan type of plays. Moving the pocket, a lot of horizontal work, a lot of yak completions, simple stuff. He came out and hit those, which he should hit those. I'm not about to give him high marks for doing the layups. Layups are given, they're granted. You're supposed to do that. The fact that he missed a few earlier in the game is an indictment. Some say, well, if he played well, y'all would just say it's preseason. Hell yeah, we would say that, because the expectation in preseason, when you're playing 2nd and 3rd string guys, when you're a top 3 pick, when a team gave up 3 firsts for you, bro, you're supposed to play well. That's the standard in preseason, is playing well. If you're not doing that, it's a problem. That's the minimum in preseason, is to play well versus 2nd and 3rd string guys. If you're good, let me say that. If you're good, that's the standard minimum. Well, guess what? He didn't hit the minimum today. So then the 4th drive comes. Kyle's dialing up some more of the home cooking. He's hitting them. But guess what? Even on a good drive, I'll even say he was having a good drive. He was hitting the home. He was hitting the layups. Guess what? He gets to the red zone, rolls out to his left, throws a spiral, a dart, directly to a Raiders defender. And he drops it. Drops it so bad it pounces up into a 49ers player's hand, which is pitiful that people are even saying he threw a touchdown. That is an interception in my book. That's a turnover-worthy play, as PFF calls it. That's an interception. Horrible decision. So at this point, if it's not layups that he's hitting, he has done nothing. He hasn't showed he can evade the blitz. He hasn't showed he can evade the pressure. He hasn't shown a renewed feel in the pocket. His accuracy hasn't improved. His timing hasn't improved. What can he hang his hat on at this point? He just threw an interception in the end zone. And why? Because he thought he could get that ball in there. Because guess what? In college, the level of competition, his people were always wide open. He didn't have to make tight window layered throws in college. So that's why he's not good at that. He has a big arm, but he doesn't know how to use it. He doesn't have touch. He doesn't have feel. He doesn't have timing. He doesn't have range and time and distance and accuracy and placement. He doesn't have those things. He just throws it hard. This is why I said you don't spend a first on that guy. Trey Lance was a 3rd, 4th, 5th round type of guy. He never made NFL throws in college. It was either a check down, a slant, or a bomb. It was no tight window, intermediate layered throws that you need to really. He wasn't winning from the pocket. He wasn't getting 40 throws a game, winning with his arm. He was never that guy. He was a run option, or rather an athletic game manager. In his championship game in college, he got 30 carries to 10 throws. Throughout the playoffs, his throw to pass ratio his throw to run ratio was damn near the same, if not skewing towards the run. Up the gut runs, by the way. So what exactly did the 49ers get? They got a limited throwing, average athlete trying to play quarterback with the least amount of throws of a first round pick in maybe NFL history. Yet the fans are trying to come tell me he should be starting over Brock Purdy, that he should be competing for number one. Trey may not be able to beat out the fourth quarterback, Brian Allen, right now. He may not be able to beat out Allen, bro. Straight up. Because when Sam Darnold got in the game, he balled out. Dimes. Offense was in rhythm. Offense was on time. Blitz wasn't getting, the pressure wasn't getting to Sam, even though he was playing behind a third string O-line, a worse O-line than Trey Lance had. It wasn't getting to him because he was getting it out on time. He was decisive. He looked confident. He was accurate. Offense was flowing, bro. But see, now we're back on Trey. Let's finish what Trey was doing, right? So he throws the interception in the end zone. He comes back out. They start running a little more. Now we're in the 2 minutes drill, right? And I will say this, Trey hit a couple over the middle throws to the tight end. I will give him that. He hit that. But even then, everything looks forced and like it's painful to work. Like he's trying to crank it, it's just hard to do it. That's not good enough, man. Third overall, 3 firsts. We congratulating you for completing a pass over the middle. Like, why is that just, whoa? That's nothing for what they gave up for you. 2 minute drill comes. Guess what? Trey, make something happen, bro. Drops back. Throws it. A beautiful ball. Directly to the linebacker on the Raiders. But guess what? He drops it. Another dropped INT. By my count, he would be 7 of 12. 2 INTs and 4 sacks at this point. If everything broke right, if they caught those passes for picks. So I don't care what he did after that. He did make a good throw to Conley later on that drive on the 2 minute drill because of the dropped interception. He made a good throw, but it's just like, bro, if we're in a real game, you're playing ones, you just threw another interception that probably took it back to being field goal range before the half. Come on, man. Trey Lance was awful today. He did nothing for his stock to help it. All the excuses need to stop, bro. Saying Shanahan messed him up. If Shanahan is sabotaging him by making him throw, Trey Lance simply isn't good. Because they used to say Shanahan was setting him up because they ran him too much. How come he can't just run normal pass plays like the other quarterbacks? So now Shanahan is calling a bunch of pass plays to see what he actually has, right? See if the improvements are there. Hold his feet to the fire. We're going to call some pass plays, Trey, and see how you develop and can handle this. And he falls flat on his face. Stop blaming Kyle. Stop blaming everyone else. Trey Lance was overdrafted. He should have never gone that high. He was never a first round quarterback. He was never a second round quarterback. Guys like that are third, fourth, fifth type of guys. They overdrafted him. The story of Trey Lance, he was a pre-draft darling from a small school that was mysterious, that had a big arm, and reminded the NFL scouts of Patrick Mahomes because both are biracial. That's why he was drafted so high. Same reason why Jordan Love was drafted so high. But I do think Jordan Love will actually play well. That's the difference. Trey Lance, I don't see it. I never seen it. And thus far, this preseason, it looks like I'm going to be proven right once again. A year 3 quarterback, taking overall number 3, is playing like a rookie. Sad state of affairs. Stop the cope, Trey stands. Accept your guy may not be that good. Get behind Brock Purdy. And if he goes out, get behind Darnold. And if they don't work out, get behind Kirk Cousins, because you know what's happening. Trey, best wishes to your great brother, but 49ers may not be the team you're going to get to develop on. And honestly, at this rate, I don't know if you develop at all, great family. Well, y'all, that's the video for today. A lot more videos coming soon, so make sure you hit the like, subscribe, comment what you think of the video. Whole lot more content coming soon. I appreciate it. NFL season is upon us. We're revving it up. More content dropping. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Shalom. Salute.